A couple that lost their 10-day-old, baby during a male circumcision procedure at KNUST Hospital in Kumasi is yet to receive compensation from university authorities 1 year after the incident. Faraj Mohammed, who was sent to the facility for a male circumcision procedure, died moments later after allegedly suffering a cardiac arrest. Though authorities of KNUST pleaded for an out-of-court settlement, no compensation has been paid yet. My colleague Ohim Interior of our health desk has more.
Mohammed Jamal and Alimatu Adams, a private security officer and a fashion designer respectively, took their son to the KNUST Hospital for a simple procedure, male circumcision, on April 3, 2023. Faraj Mohammed was received by a nurse who took him to the theater for the procedure on the day of the incident. The wild cry of the baby was heard for the last time by the parents who were seated in the waiting area of the theater. Few moments later, some senior nurses and doctors were seen rushing into the theater, a development that made the parents distraught. A patient-centered group, Advocacy for Medical Malpractice Victims, on behalf of the parents, filed a suit at the Kumasi High Court demanding damages in compensation. But the authorities of Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology pleaded for an out-of-court settlement. It then set up a 6-man committee chaired by Professor Imoro Brahima, a former provost of the College of Humanities, to look into the issue. It's been months since an agreement was reached with the parents.
Assembly na edeban prememuno KNUST to bofo maneba fie ene ebusuane be share.
Following the media reports, a delegation from KNUST visited us at home for the first time. KNUST then admitted responsibility for our son's death. They pleaded for an out-of-court settlement and we accepted their offer. The group, which included a few Muslim academics, assured us they would investigate the matter and compensate us fairly. Later on, we found out that KNUST had set up a committee. After a discussion with our lawyers, a compensation plan was negotiated. We accepted the figure, but never heard from them again.
But the Jamals say they are being constantly reminded of the death of the baby following the failure of KNUST to pay compensation. Mohammed Jamal feels disrespected by the authorities at KNUST.
KNUST
I am not pleased with how KNUST treated my family. We are treated in this manner since they believe we are toothless. Why would you form a committee, dispatch a delegation, reach a resolution, and then do nothing? Since the matter is still unresolved, we are frequently reminded of the passing of our only male child.
Ane yaudi a mama yekum ane nkomona omoni ebedi a omondisa omoboshe ne so no ama abrebia de bia abayetrim a yedi ho abobo.
Executive Director of the Advocacy for Medical Malpractice Victims, Kwame Brobe Apia, says the posture of the university authorities explains the widespread disrespect of clients by health service providers across the country.
Nothing would be able to compensate for the loss of a human being. We are talking about fair and adequate compensation in terms of the fact that at least they would have something to console their souls for having gone through such a traumatic experience, especially when the suspicion is that the child died out of the negligence of somebody, allegedly. We feel that once we had agreed mutually to bring closure to this matter, they should have by now, done the needful.
Meanwhile, the chairman of the KNUST committee, Professor Imoro Brahima says the university cannot be held accountable for failing to reach an agreement with the baby's family. According to him, lawyers of the family have turned down a compensation package proposed by the university, a development the Vice-Chancellor has been made aware of. From Kumasi, for Joy News, Oyemi Teria reporting.